All right, so we already know that the derivative of position is velocity and the derivative of velocity is acceleration. So now that we know integration, we can go the opposite way as well. So basically velocity is the antiderivative of acceleration plus c, and position is the antiderivative of velocity plus c. So in this first example, it's saying find v of t if a of t equals 4, so find velocity if acceleration equals 4t minus 6, and the velocity at time equals 0 equals 3. So we know velocity is the antiderivative of acceleration. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say v of t equals antiderivative of 4t minus 6 plus c. So that means that v of t equals, and the antiderivative of this is going to be 2t squared minus 6t plus c. So for this, we're also given this this initial condition here. So we know v of 0 is 3. So we know when t equals 0, that velocity equals 3. So you could plug this in, but you say it's v of 0, it's the initial condition. You can just turn c into a 3. So you can say v of t equals, and it'll be 2t squared minus 6t plus 3. And again, how you could do that is you could say that you're going to plug in the 0, and you're saying, okay, you took this one here and you just said 3 equals 2 times 0 squared minus 6 times 0 plus c. But you know both of these are 0, they just drop out, and c equals 3. All right. So this one, find velocity if acceleration equals sine t plus 2t. Here, all we're doing, we're going to take the antiderivative. So v of t equals the antiderivative of sine t plus 2t, and this should really say dt plus c. So v of t equals antiderivative of sine is negative cosine cosine t plus antiderivative of 2t is t squared plus c. And this is t squared because we know antiderivative of 2t is going to be 2t squared. Because we added 1 to our exponent, there's an invisible 1 there, and we divide it by our new exponent of 2. 2's cancel out, and you're left with just t squared. Now, we know v of 0 equals 5, so we're going to say 5 equals negative cos 0 plus 0 squared plus c. Because this isn't a polynomial, we actually do have to plug in and do this step here. So I'm going to have 5 equals negative cosine of 0 is going to be 1. 0 squared cancels out, plus c. So c equals 6. And then we just take that, we plug it back in to our v of t equation. So instead of that 1 there, you're just going to have, I'm just going to you'll just have a 6. Sorry about that. So you'll have v of t equals negative cos t plus t squared plus 6. Apologies that I erased that. If you guys need to go back in the video, feel free. All right, moving on. So speed is the absolute value of velocity. So it tells you how fast something's moving without regard to direction of the movement. So try these on your own. The answers will be on the next slide.